Move on to basketball, man. NBA, man. Let's start out with one social topic in the NBA. Apparently, there's a new report out about the Phoenix Suns, about the Phoenix Suns organization showing some issues with misogyny and racial comments and culture. Um, it's a fairly new story. I think people have heard allegedly inklings of this in the past, but now it's actually officially out. So yeah, this report is fairly new. Of course, it indicates Robert Sarver as being the person causing some of these offenses. Apparently, this report's been completed by ESPN. They interviewed 70 associated employees or former employees of the Phoenix Suns organization. You guys have any initial comments on this?
Um, the
I'm
only
not
real part of
surprised.
this I saw was what was the old coach?
Earl Watson.
Yeah, Earl. So apparently Earl had some confrontation with
Mm-hmm.
this guy where he was like, "You can't say the N word," and he was trying to explain to him
Yeah,
why you can't say it.
yeah.
And I mean, I don't know, man. Old white people, not old white people, but it, I don't know if we're going to have to be outraged every time we see this from a older white person or a wealthy, somebody that fits this mold of person. I don't I don't know why
Well,
we.
it sounds a lot like the former owner of the Clippers, Roger Sterling, Ronald Sterling.
Yeah. I mean, it's
It's a similar story.
it's that.
Allegedly, it's starting out to be that
It's
type of story.
it's John Gruden all over again. I mean, it's stuff.
But we're not surprised. Like
Yeah. Well,
it is
the
what it is.
NBA, yeah, apparently the NBA is gonna. They've already hired an independent investigator, a law firm to do an investigation. We'll see what comes out of it. I mean, the last time they did this, the Clippers got sold.
But the problem I have is if these were these private conversations. I
No,
mean,
this
what
was in the workplace stuff.
is in? Oh well, then he need to go. I'm about to say because if this is private conversations in his home and everything, I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, this was in the workplace allegedly. They happened within facilities, on the court, in arenas, locker rooms, boardrooms. So it's a very jumble of conversations. I don't really put a whole lot into these investigations. I mean, like we've seen what's going on with the NFL. We've seen how the Washington football team has been investigated multiple times now. Nothing really ever seems to come out of it. So
But the NBA
we'll just see what
is
happens.
the NBA is
NBA and
different
NFL are different, though. They're
because
different.
like you said, Ronald Sterling, they made that Bama sell his team. I mean, so
Yeah,
it,
quickly.
Yeah,
so
Donald Sterling. That's his name.
Yeah, Donald Sterling. Yeah, they made themselves pretty fast. So the NFL, NBA is different in how they react to things. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, it is what it is. So moving on from that, let's hop into the hot teams, man. And the teams that everybody's talking about, the teams that are making the most noise. Let's kick it off with the Lakers. Lakers, they made a little bit of a comeback. They're above 500. They had a pretty good showing out against Houston the other night. LeBron, Russell, Carmelo, I think, and Davis, they put up like 80 points between the four of them. Won the game going away. But news today, LeBron will be missing the next week of action with an ab strain. Is LeBron done?
LeBron need to sit back and chill. He doing too much. He need to chill. His body ain't what it used to be, and he's not going to get through the season if he keeps doing what he's doing.
Yeah, let me not say LeBron. Wrong question. LeBron's not done. I think peak powers LeBron is done, and that's been done for a couple years. So the question is he going to make it through the season to get to the playoffs to possibly get to another championship?
They're going to get to the playoffs, but he might hurt himself trying to get there.
That's what I'm worried about.
Similar to what Kobe did when he had Dwight Howard and Steve Nash. You're trying to do too much. Russ is. I'm a big Russ fan, but Russ is playing like pure crap. I get it, but you have to let him and Anthony Davis be the two best players on the team.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's gonna hurt, but you have to do it if you want to make it through the season.
So you think LeBron needs to take a step back?
Some players, Kobe Bryant fits this mold. Some players cannot change how they play and be effective. And LeBron James might be one of those people.
So in this case, there are two players on the Lakers team that need to change how they play. Actually, there's three players. All three, and they're all three the big three. Anthony Davis needs to get over himself and play center and shoot the ball in the paint and stop trying to shoot three-pointers. LeBron needs to take a page out of
D Wade's book.
D Wade's book or even Carmelo's book and be like, you know what? This is my role. And you guys got to push. Because if he overextends himself like he did the last couple of games to get everything running smooth, he's going to hurt something. He's going to have chinks in the armor. He looks like a well-oiled machine, but them parts in there are old.
let me ask you a question.
Then what the last thing is?
Yeah. What's the last one?
Russ, he can't change how he plays. He may be able to string together a couple of games where he doesn't turn the ball over and he's kind of chill, but he can't improve his shooting, and those turnovers will spike. So those are the three problems. They might make the playoffs, but they're not going to win anything.
I agree with you on most of that. Russ can't change how he plays. It's not in him. It's just not. You need to forget that. Anthony Davis, asking him to change, that's like asking Ben Simmons to shoot the ball. It's not going to happen. LeBron is the only one that I thought that could be like, yeah, I can change my game and score. But he's acting like Kobe right now. Very stubborn and not changing. And if he does not change, they're going to lose. They're going to lose early. LeBron, he's got to change. He's got to just take a step back. He needs whatever Paul Pierce did when Paul Pierce was with the Wizards. That's what LeBron needs to do. I know I'm not the best player anymore, but when it's crunch time, I'll take the shot.
Yeah. Wait till the end of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think Carmelo has found his role. He is their scorer off the bench. He is the sharpshooter. He should shoot every time he touches the ball with the second unit and the first unit combined whenever he's out there on the floor. When he's on the floor, he just needs to shoot. Russ is Russ. He's not going to change. I say let Russ be Russ. It is what it is. Davis, I agree with Ben. I agree with you on all your points, but it's just a matter of what's not going to happen. Davis is not going to change his game. He's not going to slide through the 5 full time. He'll slide down there during the playoffs, but not during the regular season. And I agree. LeBron is probably the only one capable of changing his game and still being successful, but he hasn't shown that yet. So, you know what? If he doesn't, he's going to kill himself and not even make the playoffs.
He got to be careful. He got to be careful because he's going on the verge of being a new Kobe Bryant.
Yeah. One
I'm
injury.
not going to blame Vogel. I'm not going to blame Vogel this year either because I've never thought Vogel was a great coach, but I can see he's trying. He's tinkering with lineups. He's trying through some Jedi mind trick kind of way to get Anthony Davis to do what he needs him to do. But if Anthony Davis is just going to be stubborn and not do it, I mean, whatever.
Now the last game he went to the paint and they were successful, and I don't know why it doesn't stick in his head. Like, oh, we won because I posted up. The next game it goes away. It's like it didn't happen. So. You know,
and right now they're beating bad teams. They have not beat a good team.
Oh yeah. You know what? They're lucky. They're lucky because they have a weak schedule for the next 2 weeks. They don't play anybody.
Yeah, wait till they go on the road near the end of the season. They're at home a lot of games.
Wait till they have to play some teams in the East.
Yeah, wait till they have to make the Atlanta, Miami, Washington,
New
Philly
York,
swing.
New York
And
swing.
Yeah.
It's not going to be pretty for them. It's not going to be easy like it used to be. The East is a beast this year.
But
So
I'm not off the ship. I still think they can win a championship. But LeBron has to look in the mirror and say, "Yeah, I'm pushing 40, and my bones is not what they used to be." I don't understand why they're so hard for guys, man. I don't
yeah.
get it.
Well, you know what? I still think they can make it because the West has chinks.
The West is weak.
The West is weaker this year. Phoenix isn't playing well. Denver, they need their point guard back.
And scoring is down.
Jokic can't do it by himself. And Portland's nothing.
Scoring is down across the league.
The only team they really got to focus on will be Golden State as it stands right now. Golden State showing something. I mean, other than that,
And I'm not a
really
believer.
they don't have no competition out in the West right now. Competition's in the East. And that's
I'm not a
where
believer in Steph. You know.
yeah. I mean, I'm not either, but
no. Look,
don't make a
the
run.
Warriors are definitely, to me. I still got the Suns getting their stuff together, but the Warriors are also to me very good. Jazz is also to me very good, and not for nothing, but the Grizzlies
I told you.
are,
I told you.
You saw
they're
what
gonna
Miami
break-
did to him, though.
They're going,
Yeah, but Miami beating the hell out of everybody though. That don't count.
but the Grizzlies are going to beat somebody in the playoffs that they're not supposed to beat.
They
That's all
will.
I'm saying.
I agree with you on that. I agree
John
with you on
Morant
that.
is going to, and if he's not, he's going to extend the series to somebody, and he's going
Tire
to
somebody out, basically. Memphis is making a jump. They're not even completely healthy yet. They're missing their shooting guard. What's the name?
Was it Jackson or not Jackson?
Nah. Brooks.
Light skin dude. Yeah.
Brooks.
Ooh, can I say something controversial?
What?
Please.
Can I compare one aspect of John Morant's game to Michael Jordan?
Yeah,
Just
sure.
one.
Explain.
The explosiveness from once he puts a foot in that paint, and his ability to move in the air.
So you talking about Young Mike? You talking about Young Mike?
Yeah, Young Mike. Like
Yeah.
Mike, because Young Mike used to put his foot in that paint, and it was it. He didn't care who was there. He was going around. And I've always kind of looked for somebody with that kind of. Most guys do it with power, you know what I'm saying? But this Morant does it with more agility and touch than most guys do.
I think he's like more like Derrick Rose.
Derrick to me was more powerful.
To me, Derrick is just more speed. Yeah, more powerful.
Yeah,
It's
but
like, I'm
but
going.
Ja fast boy.
Yeah, you know what, Ben? I don't think that's a bad comparison.
It's a good comparison.
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad comparison because I always thought of young pre-injury Derrick Rose as, to me, he was kind of like Kevin Johnson to me, but better.
Yeah.
I don't see
Phoenix
that.
Suns Kevin Johnson when he was a beast.
When Kevin was
You
young,
know
Kevin,
that they were pretty close to me.
Kevin was straight dunking on people. Right?
Kevin was dunking on people at 5'11", whatever he was.
No,
But Rose was a bigger, stronger version of that. So you had the John Morant, early Mike agility in the air comparison. I give you that.
Is Ja still leading the league in scoring, or did Paul George take it over?
I don't know. It's a good.
No,
question.
it's Curry.
Curry's leading now, of course.
Curry's leading over. Okay,
He'll end up leading the league in scoring. We'll know that.
but Ja's a dog, man.
He's a
just a
dog, man.
dog.
He's a beast. And when they get Dylan Brooks back, we'll see where they land.
And he's coming to Washington tomorrow night. I'm trying to go to the game. The game is only tickets only like $65
Oh, for
wait a
real?
minute. Memphis comes tomorrow.
tomorrow, 7:00.
And there's still
Oh.
tickets.
Still tickets just right now. Y'all trying to go?
Oh, we're going then. I'm going. Let's go.
Shit, I go.
Let's go.
Benji, you want to go? Shit.
Let's go.
The ticket's cheap, dog.
I do wanna go.
What level tickets are those? Those 200?
Like 100 corner behind the backboard, whatever.
Oh, those are like 106.
Like one. Well, I looked at 120. I always look at 120. That's like corner sideline.
Oh, okay. If I could do 104, 105, 106, I'll be there.
Yeah, let's do that.
We gotta look at those. What are those on StubHub?
I looked on Ticketmaster.
Oh, okay. Well, that's wow. And they're that cheap on Ticketmaster.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to game tomorrow. I'll be there. I'll buy my tickets after the show.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's move on for the East, man. The West, we're done with them. All right. Philly is still hanging tough without Ben Simmons right now. Still no movement on that. Ben's still not ready to come back. What's your expectations here, Tyrone?
I'm getting frustrated because we're actually a better offensive team without Ben. And if we can just add some more depth, we'll be fine. I don't know what's the getting the star thing, why we stuck on that. If we can get two solid guys that can just shoot the ball and play some D, I'm good with that. I'm okay with that. If we can get a Norman Powell and Robert Covington, I'm okay with that. Mm-hmm. I don't get the whole star thing. You're not going to get a star. It's not going to happen. So
yeah, I'm like actually surprised how well they're playing without him. They are 6-2, man.
I mean, Maxey is averaging 15 and 6 right now.
Yeah. And you know what? And they impressed me. They won a game the other night without Embiid and without Harris.
Yep. Against Portland.
Mm-hmm. I just found that amazing. Like, you're gonna win a game without the both of them.
Hey, and
I can see without one, but with both of them out,
Danny Green was out too.
Oh, and Danny Green's been out.
And Seth Curry is balling. Seth is balling right now.
Danny Green played that game.
He got hurt in the game though, or something like that.
Oh, did he?
He didn't play. He didn't finish the game.
Oh, damn.
I mean, Niang's playing well. Court Mott's pitches in. Maxey's playing well, and like you said, Seth Curry is
Seth
leading the league in mid range right now.
Andre Drummond's balling. Yeah, Drummond's even balling.
Drummond's balling. So
he fits there.
Oh, he does. He's a good
pitcher. And the adjustments that I do like with the new rules, they're letting the point guard pick people up full court.
Yep, they are, and it helps. It helps the Sixers.
Yeah,
because they have 3 guys who can do it.
Yeah,
4 guys. Green can do it. Maxey can do it. Thibault can do it.
And sometimes Shake can do it.
And when Shake is back, Shake can do it. Is Shake playing?
Yeah. Shake's playing. Yep, he's coming off the bench.
And Shake likes to pick up full court. So they got 4 guys who can press the point guard up the court.
That's what I'm saying. So you just trade Ben, add 2 solid players to that mix. I don't know, I don't know who, but add 2 solid players. Then we got a chance. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either. So, all right. So Philly, we talked about them. The Nets still no Kyrie. They're starting to pick up the pace. Harden's playing a little better.
He's a bum. He's a bum.
Who's a bum? What?
He's a bum. He can't get those fouls. He averaging like 18 a game now. He's a bum.
Hey, look, his hamstring is what caused him to have the slow start. And he always has to play himself into shape. He never comes in to the beginning of the season ready to go. At least he hasn't since that first triple-double year back in Houston. Okay? You can see first 15, 20 games, he's just trying to get himself together.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be fine.
James Harden he back in the show or something? James Harden got some money in the show or something. You love James. You love James Harden, man.
He's gonna be fine.
I think he's gonna be fine, but he's just not in shape yet, and he's trying to get there. I think the rule change has affected him some.
Yes, it has.
I mean, his foul shots are down. It's affected Trae Young. If you want, I mean, to me, Trae Young ain't the same as he was last year.
It's affecting Luka.
Yeah, it's affecting Luka.
Both of those guys. Now,
it
was like 2 or 3 games ago. He went up to like 19 foul shots in one game or something.
Yeah, Harden. Yeah.
And then the next game he had 10.
He cried. After he cried for 3 weeks.
He's going to figure it out. Sooner or later, you just got to play through. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, it's funny. I see how well Steph has adjusted, right? Because I've seen times where he's pump faked and acted like he was going to lean in and was like, oh, wait, I can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
So
Steph's a shooter. It doesn't really matter to him at this point.
Yeah.
And he's so far from the basket, it doesn't really matter.
But even Dame's scoring is down. Dame's only averaging 18 this year.
And you know what, though? I never really thought of Dame as taking that much advantage of the rules.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Was I wrong?
No, you're wrong. You're wrong. Yes, he does.
Nah.
I
He's
didn't
going to
see
the
him as
basket.
that guy. Now I saw him
He
on
was-
the 3-point attempt.
He was
Yeah.
averaging 10 free throws a game, man. That's 10 easy points.
Was he?
Yes.
Yeah, but that's not because of that though.
What was it? That pump fake and jumping into people. He was doing that shit too.
Well, he does that. I give you that. Yes, on that 3-point attempt, he kicks the
Yeah.
leg. He did the lean in. He would draw the foul on the 3 attempt.
All them guys was doing it, man.
Well, I'm glad they made the change. I'm happy with the NBA for this. And I think there's still one more change they need to make. That breakaway half court foul. They need to get rid of that. I mean, that needs to just become a technical. Or let them go ahead and dunk. Give them the continuation or something.
Hold on, what do you mean? Like,
Yeah, what are they doing?
what are
You
doing?
know how that the it's called what is it? The man unimpeded man in front or something. You know, okay, so 2 people running up court, man with the ball. When you pass the defender and then they foul you,
Oh, the clear path foul.
clear path foul. Yeah, clear path. I think we need to do something with that, and then we're good.
What happened
No,
with
I-
the clear pass? I forget. Did they get the ball or something?
It's a ball and it's shot and the ball, right?
Hiding the ball.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
They shouldn't be able to have the foul like that anymore. Take that foul out the game because
What
it's
do
a
you mean?
basket.
They're going to foul,
No, we don't want the foul.
but they're going to foul, dummy. What do you mean?
I'm not explaining it right. I just think it's a weird foul. Like it's clear path foul. I think they should get the continuation and get the basket.
But they do.
Right. No,
No, they don't. They stop the play dead. They stop the play. That's my point. When you commit that foul on the clear path, they stop the play right there. It plays over.
Yeah, but
So
usually
you
when it's a
can do
clear
that
pass,
clear
they're
path
wrapping the
foul
man.
at 3/4 court.
Yeah,
You
but
can
what?
do it. You could do it at half court. You could do it almost anywhere.
But if you take the clear path and he only hits do you get 2 free throws or 1?
I think you get one in the ball.
So yeah, if you
that's
if you hit the 1 free throw and then you get the ball and you just missed the shot, then the defense won, right?
Yeah. That's all I'm saying. I just think you should get rid of it. Like,
So what?
just get rid of it.
What should happen?
Let the play continue or give them 2 shots.
How you gonna let the play continue if they foul the dude?
You know how that breakaway works, man. When they foul you at half court, it's ticky tack. They just hit you on the shin and they want a foul call. You know you can continue and get a layup or a dunk still. It's never I'm gonna knock you down foul. It's just a pat you on the back foul.
My one rule change is defensive 3 seconds.
What, get rid of it?
Yes. NBA is the only basketball league that has defensive 3 seconds. The only. They don't do it in college. They don't do it in international play. They don't do it in high school.
Yeah. If they don't do it anywhere else, get rid of it.
Defensive 3 seconds is just a way for the big man to be taken out of the game, in my opinion.
Yeah, more reason to get them out the game.
I agree with
Yeah.
that. I like that rule. I like that change.
But you know why they started that rule.
It's because of Shaq.
Exactly. And David Robinson and Patrick Ewing, and I mean, that was the rule. It was to help, to keep the big man from killing everybody, blocking every shot that came
And
through.
and Mutombo, stop from Mutombo hanging around the basket.
Because other than that, Mutombo would have probably averaged 8 blocks a game. All right, y'all.
Dude,
Moving
the
on.
30-second rule has been in place since
It's been there forever.
36.
Not defensive 3 seconds. No, you looked at offensive 3 seconds. I said take out defensive 3
Defensive
seconds.
3 seconds.
Defensive 3 seconds rule.
That didn't come out to like 90. They didn't put that into like
Defense rule until
That was when they widened the paint.
2003. You're right.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's about the same time they made the paint wider.
When they let people start playing zone again, they was like defensive 3 seconds.
Yeah.
You can't
I
stand the
forgot
paint.
they actually made the paint wider. I
Yeah.
forgot that.
Mhm.
That was around the same time. They made because they were trying to open the court up more, so they made the paint wider.
Man, I forgot all about that. That's stupid.
Then
Yeah,
that's the same time. That's the same time they made the 5-second rule for the post ups.
Yep. I mean, there was a lot of rules in that little era right there in those early
That's
2000s.
5-second rule for post ups.
Yeah, remember Charles Barkley in Houston when he lost his
Yes.
flip. He'd back you down from the 3-point line.
For the 3-point line, yes.
Wait for the double
Double
team to
team.
kick it, or he was shooting.
He'd back you down from half court. He like, I'm gonna get down there. I'm gonna get to that block. I'm gonna get there. Adrian Dantley used to do it. Adrian Dantley would back you down from the 3-point line.
They said the game was too slow and boring, so they got rid of it.
Yeah, they were like, let's speed the game up because the old school players would do that, so they cut that out. All right, we haven't talked about the C's, man. Marcus Smart came out with a little fire after their most recent loss. They might have got the message yesterday because I see Jaylen Brown was the leading scorer and Tatum only had 14. So I'm wondering, what do you think is going to happen to the C's, y'all?
Well, you see what Bill said.
Who?
Bradley Beal.
What did he say?
He said the only way me and Tatum is teaming up is going to be in Washington.
What? Didn't hear that.
Yeah, he said it ain't going to be in Boston.
This is my opinion. The C's have to trade one of them.
We said that episode, whatever. We said that episode together.
Like we said that a long time ago. We're all in agreement, I think, there. They could not coexist. You have to trade one of these cats.
What do you mean they can't coexist?
They don't coexist.
They don't play well together.
They do the same thing.
Neither one of them will win you a championship by themselves.
Oh, I agree with you.
You don't think Tatum can win the championship as the best player on the team?
No.
Oh.
But you think James Harden can?
No, obviously he can't.
Oh, okay. I was just checking.
But you got to agree, though. These cats are the same player. They're the same age. They play the same position. And they want the same thing. They're just not made to play together.
This is the problem. And it's a problem around the NBA, which is my biggest problem. Hey, dummies, everybody can't play without a point guard. No. Everybody ain't LeBron James. I don't know why it takes that much to figure this out.
It's positionless basketball.
Yeah, but
it doesn't work. It's only
you can do positionless basketball. Look at the Raptors. They're all the fucking same size. They're all the same height.
The Raptors won with a point guard of Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, but now they got Fred VanVleet.
and they're not winning. And they're not winning.
What are you
You're
talking
right.
about?
They're not winning.
Or they're not good enough to win.
They're not exactly. They're not good enough to win. You're right. They're not.
They're just not good.
Are they going to win a championship? No, they're not.
What are you talking about?
The championship teams, if the championship teams have point guards. The only team that has won playing positionless basketball is LeBron James.
They got a 6-3 record right now.
Okay, what would they be in June?
They're solid.
They don't even have their best player right now.
They're an overachieving team.
So what are they going to do in the playoffs? Be first round and out?
You telling me they can't beat the Sixers?
No, they can't.
No, they can't beat the Sixers now.
They absolutely can beat the Sixers.
No, they can't.
Nah,
they can't.
No, they can't.
What are you talking about?
They can't even beat the Knicks.
They just beat the Knicks
in a 7-game series. They will not beat the Knicks
series. With Pascal Siakam. You tell me they can't beat the Knicks?
Back. Don't
Siakam.
Anyway.
You banking on Siakam?
He's banking on Siakam.
What is wrong with y'all?
Nah, you banking on Siakam.
You pumping up the Raptors a little too much.
You might as well pump up the Bulls. That's what you might as well do.
That's Scotty Barnes. Look, I love the Bulls. That's
I like the new guy.
That Scotty Barnes dude is good.
The rookie's good.
That I don't know about this Precious Achua dude.
Precious
might
Achua.
Be all right. Gary Trent is a dog.
OG
Anunoby
don't like him either.
Surprises me every time I see him play.
I get it. You can pronounce their names. That's why you like them.
Yeah,
these guys. That's what I'm saying. They just play. They just play like a team.
But back to the original point. You need a point guard. VanVleet is their point guard, right?
Yeah. You need a point
guard. You need a point guard.
He's a good point guard.
I don't know why Boston, all these other teams are like,
don't have a point guard.
We don't need a point guard.
They got Marcus Smart.
He's not a point guard. Stop. He's not a point guard.
Never been a point guard.
He's not a point guard.
He's not a setup point guard, right, man? He's a good backup point guard. But they promoted him to starter this year. He's not a playmaker. He's not a creator. We all know this from Marcus Smart. He's just not. They drafted him as a point guard. He never became that. He became a free and D guy.
He's a shorter PJ Tucker, man. Stop, man.
He's a free and D. That's what he is.
Okay.
They need a point guard. They
Giannis,
do.
I agree.
One with what? A point guard, right? The Giannis one with a point guard. Holiday's a good point guard, right?
It doesn't matter. Look, they need a point guard, and they still need somebody better than Jason Tatum and freaking Brown.
So you telling me if Chris Paul wasn't on Boston, they wouldn't be a better team?
Yes, they would be a better team. Of course.
Thank
Chris,
you. That's,
Chris
that's
Paul
just my
makes
point.
everybody. Chris Paul makes everybody better.
He makes everybody better. He does.
If Rondo was on that team, that wouldn't be a better team.
No, because they wouldn't listen to fucking Rondo.
Well, that's their problem. They should.
They should.
They should.
Well, I think we can all agree, man. Boston has a lot of work to do. I personally just think they're going to have to break them up at some point and bring in different pieces for whoever they choose. You know, what do they do?
Why did they get rid of what's the center's name that they have?
Horford. Al
Why did they
Horford?
get rid of him just to bring him back 2 years later?
They didn't want to pay him.
That was salary.
Yeah, that was a salary thing. They didn't want to pay him
Why bring him back now?
because they got him for cheap.
They brought him back for character.
Oh my god!
They got him for cheap.
He's a character player.
And I mean, they got Dennis Schroeder on the bench, and he ain't doing nothing.
They should be playing him more.
Man, they should have kept dude with the mustache,
Who's the dude with the mustache?
the center that nobody likes that I love.
Tristan Thompson?
Cantor,
Cantor, yeah.
Who? Canner?
Yeah.
Ernest Cantor.
They still have Enos, don't they?
Nah, he's playing somewhere else.
No, he plays for the Celtics this year.
Does he?
Yeah.
I ain't seen him play a second.
He don't play. He doesn't play.
They still got Taco.
No, Tacos in Cleveland.
No, well, they just tore that team to pieces. Then.
Cleveland has all the 7'5" guys now. Cleveland has Taco Fall and like 3 other 7-footers. They got all the 7-footers.
I don't understand why Bol don't get no time.
You know what? I've been wondering that too.
He requested a trade.
He needs to
because they don't play him. He needs to be
play.
traded.
He requested a trade.
He actually has some skill, but he needs to play.
Where's he going to play at? I mean, just Joker's spot.
I know, and that's the problem. He backs up the Joker, and he's not going to get on the court because Denver falls apart as soon as Joker steps off the court. They need him like every minute of the game.
Right, so he has to play with them. He can play.
They need to figure that out because I think you should get Bol some time too. I agree, but they need to trade him so he can actually get the ball. Send him to San Antonio. I'm sure Pop can use him. Send him to Phoenix. I don't know. Send him somewhere. Hey, let's finish up with the East. The surprising Wizards. They've taken a little bit of a step back. They've lost 2 in a row. We'll see if they get back on track. But I'm liking what I'm seeing from them. Hopefully they can keep it going.
I'm with you on Bradley Beal being overrated.
Yeah, he's overrated. I finally realized that after watching the first 5 games of the season. I'm just like, oh, they won like 2 games without him. And then even the games they won, he's only been the leading scorer, I think, once.
He was the best.
But he's a volume shooter,
Yeah.
and that's where he's getting me.
Best player on a bad team.
Yeah, he's a volume scorer.
Now he can get streaky. He can get high.
Oh, he can get high.
He's very good. He's very good. But he was thing is he was a very, very good player on a team that didn't have any options.
Yeah, no John Wall no more.
Is Dinwiddie a point guard or scorer? What is he?
Like a combo, man.
Because that one game I watched, they went in overtime, and I'm like, they need to trade Bill now. Just get some more players.
I know, right?
Balling.
Yeah, because I really like when Dinwiddie and Kuzma on the court together, and KCP. That to me is my 1, 2, 3. I don't know why it just looks better. They're bigger, number one, and they got shooting right, but they're just a bigger team. Because Dinwiddie's bigger than Beal, right?
He looks bigger.
He looks bigger.
I don't think he lists them bigger, but if they stand by side, they look bigger.
Yeah, he's 6'5", but I don't know if he's 6'5".
Dinwiddie's not that big, but because what is Beal? 6'2", 6'1"?
6'3", maybe 6.
He's really 6. He's like 6'2", 6'3".
In real life, he's 6'1.5", 6'2". He's not a big dude.
He's averaging about 6 assists a game. Dinwiddie.
Yeah, I mean they look pretty good. Harold's doing his thing, man. He's a beast. Bertans is always disappointing. And the Danny Avia, I can't never say his last name. He's balling a little bit. Hey, where's Rudy Hachimura at?
He's hurt.
What did he hurt? You don't hear nothing about it. Is he coming back or?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I forgot all about him.
Or do you guys think they're a playoff team?
Huh?
Y'all think the Wizards are a playoff team?
I think they're a play-in team at a minimum. I don't know if they're going to make the top 6, but I think they'll be in the playoffs. They're top 8
You
team.
know,
Just put them in the 8. Just put them in the 8 slot. The 8 card.
You got to figure if the Bucks and the Hawks return to form, the Wizards are going to slide down 2 pegs.
Oh yeah,
They're
yeah.
playing, so playing at best.
Yeah,
what's
I
wrong?
agree.
What's wrong with the Bucks right now? Somebody hurt or something?
Everybody's hurt.
Everybody's hurt. Point guard's been out.
Middleton playing?
Building's been out.
He was hurt for a game or 2.
Yeah, he missed a game or 2. But
And
the Holiday's out though. Holiday hasn't been playing.
And their center.
Brook Lopez?
Yeah, he was out 2 or 3 games.
Oh, he's been out 3 games.
Yeah, he's been out.
I'm not worried about the Bucks, man. They'll pick it up after All-Star break.
They better worry about Miami.
That's who everybody got. Let's finish it up with Miami, man. I'm just Miami has the number 2 defense and the number 2 offense and the number 1 defense in the league.
They look like they adopted the old New York Knicks strategy. Either we're gonna win the fight or the war. I mean, the fight or the game.
I thought Pat Riley was coaching them the other night.
So
yeah, they just beating the hell out of people.
Talk about these rule changes and how they affect offensive players, but this might have been the unlock for Miami.
Yep, it's letting them play.
They love it
because if Jimmy Butler and them can get in your face the whole time.
And not have to get that ticky-tack foul.
Right, and not have to worry about that. Oh.
Eliminating.
I mean, in one game.
I was just going to say, eliminating that run-up on you foul that Trae Young was doing, which I hated. I'm like, this is the worst. This is not a basketball play. No one ever does that on a basketball court. No one does that at the playground. I'm going to stop so you can run into me. Hated it. I'm glad it's gone. You eliminate that, it lets Miami lose.
Kyle Lowry looked like he hand checking people again, like in the 80s or something.
He does.
I'm like, dude, like he took a charge from Blake Griffin and just punked him, and I was like, oh,
he did. Yeah, I saw that. He took a nice charge from him. So Miami right now, if I had to do a power ranking, it's Miami number 1 for me right now. It's early, but they in midseason form. I kind of hope they don't peak too quick.
Tyler Herro's balling right now.
Yeah, but that's not going to continue.
Yeah. Miami,
I'm worried. My only thing here is I'm worried about Duncan Robinson.
Yeah, he's struggling.
He ain't getting enough shots.
He gets lots of shots.
He's struggling though. He's struggling right now.
Because Tyler Herro's coming off the bench shooting. He don't care who opened or not. He's just shooting the ball.
Man, Duncan gets plenty of shots. But
so what is wrong with Duncan then, Ben? What's wrong with him?
I don't know. He ain't been right. He wasn't right toward the end of last year. He missed a lot of shots.
He just got that $90 million contract.
Yeah,
he better get right. He better get right.
He got $90 million here in Miami.
Yeah.
No telling what's wrong with him.
he better get right. But
if I had $90 million in Miami, I'd be done.
For a shooter, an undrafted player, biggest contract ever for an undrafted player.
That's crazy.
That's the truth. Biggest contract ever for an undrafted player. 90 mil.
But it looks like Pat Riley just said, I got some shooters. I'm going to pick the roughest guys I can find in free agency.
Pretty much. He got the toughest point guard.
He got one of the Morris twins.
Yeah.
One of the toughest power forwards he could get in small and what's his name?
You got PJ Tucker.
And Ben Tucker.
He always looking to start something.
One of the best defenders. For some reason, I still don't get how he's one of the best defenders in the league, but somehow it works for him. I don't really get it.
It's a scoring ratio.
It's ratios, right?
It's effort. It's effort. It's not about skill. It's effort.
He's a 6'4" power forward. He's basically playing the Barkley role, the Barkley defense.
But he get up in your chest, man.
But with effort. With effort, though. That's the difference. He's doing it at 6'4".
That little bastard strong, man. If he pushing you.
Oh, he's strong, man.
I mean, he's trying to fill it all game.
Yeah, he's 6'4", 250, 260. He's a big dude, man. You know, he's old school. So
yeah, but he's not playing anybody in the post. He's chasing Durant around.
Yeah, he's chasing shooters now, but you know, he's going to come in handy for them. He's in that corner free again this year. So he's back on that. I mean, this team, for them, it's easy right now. Jimmy Butler could score 10 points and they still going to win. So, but, you know.
Jimmy got to shoot, though.
Yeah, he needs to start ramping it up as the season goes on because they're going to be more dependent on him. They're going to need him to score more. But he can take it easy now and rest up for the season. Hey, with that, y'all, any last words here?
Kyle Canelo versus Khalid Plant this weekend, Saturday. Good fight. Check it out.
Who's he fighting? You said Plant?
This guy named Khalid Plant or something like that. I don't know.
Is that on
It's a
season?
it's on the zone. It's a unification bout. So
Okay.
That's the video
Sounds
I showed you a
interesting.
couple weeks ago where he was slapping that dude at the press conference.
yeah.
Is that the same
Yep.
dude?
Yeah.
Yep. And Canelo dipped that joint. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I might want to see that.
You gonna beat the brakes off that dude.
All right. As we say, man, thanks for joining the show. This has been No Culture for Old Men, episode 24. Don't forget to like or follow us on IG and YouTube. Peace.